Welcome to Bracket Bash of the podcast. We take a bracket of 32, 64, 128 and more and banter our way down to a winner. I am your humble host this week, Freddie Fisher, and this is
Jamie, the one and only mouthy bastard. Because I know how much you miss me versus this jerk right there.
Oh, please, every podcast I'm on, they miss me. Or that I'm not on, they miss me. Wow, I fucked that up. Anyways, I'm your boy Q. It's the energy. I'm the level. I'm the reason why y'all tune in for fuck-ups like that, and we cannot edit that. Well, later, but we're not going to because Freddie is a dick. Anyways, this is the Fart Master himself.
No, my name is Josh. Sorry. I'm from the We Love podcast. God bless America. I'm sorry. Let me back that up. I'm from the We Love Wrestling podcast, and I'm here to have a good time.
And I am King
And
Kevin from the Mod Squad Network / Back to the Retro Review. Great little podcast.
It's a great podcast. I had a lot of fun on your other one as well.
Oh, thank you, man.
for everybody not watching on YouTube right now. We're all dressed up in our Halloween costumes. Q's not, but he's scary in general, so we're not going to really worry about him. I, of course, am the Where's Waldo himself. We have King Kevin down in the corner, and there's the Fart Master or Sir Whoopee Cushion down with Josh down there. Today, we're going off a comedy basis, and we are talking about comedy movies from the 2000s. This is a two-part bracket, meaning there's 64 total. Actually, yeah, there's 64 total, at least 64 total. And we're dealing with the first 32 this week, the next 32 next week, and we'll find a complete winner then. There is 5 people on the screen. Count them: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means Pass the Parcel is not in play today. We do, however, have Steal a Vote and Blowing a Load. Blowing a Load, if you're one of the first people to go and don't want to be one of the first people to go, you can blow your load. It means you're going last. If somebody else blows their load after you, you are no longer going last. You're going directly before them, and so on and so forth. The other lifeline that we have today is Steal a Vote, as named by Q, because Q is the biggest bastard of us all. You can steal up to and including the quarterfinal round, you can steal somebody's vote. As long as they have not voted yet, which means if they blew their load and they have not voted yet, you can steal their vote during that turn. But make sure you do so, because at the end, as I said, at the end of the quarterfinal matchups, you cannot use it anymore. If you haven't used it by then, you're kind of screwed. 2K comedy movies, guys. It's going to be myself, Jamie, Q, Josh, and then Kevin. In that particular order, I start us off. It is either me, myself, and Irene versus Shaun of the Dead. You'd kind of figure, like a comedy genius that Jim Carrey is, like his movie would automatically get my vote. However, Shaun of the Dead is it's a Halloween classic that I watch all year round because it's so quotable and everything else. So I just love it. Shaun of the Dead gets my vote.
A person in my neighborhood had their jack-o'-lanterns carved in Shaun of the Dead. I thought it was really cool.
Nice.
That takes talent. Jamie, Shaun of the Dead, me, myself, and Irene.
I mean, I think for the fact that we've discussed doing our Halloween decor more themed like Shaun of the Dead in a murder scene kind of situation, that movie grew on me, but for reasons of it annoyed me at the same time because it was always on my fucking TV every freaking week. I'm going to go with Jim Carrey because I'm obsessed with that man. So me, myself, and Irene.
Jim Carrey gets a vote off of that one. Q, is it me, myself, and Irene, or Shaun of the Dead?
First off, we're going to back this up a little bit. I'm a Raiders fan. That is my costume. Go fuck yourself. Secondly.
That's even more terrifying, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Secondly. Yeah. See, I saw Dawn of the Dead before I saw Shaun of the Dead, which is kind of opposite because Sean came out first, but it's not what I was expecting. And after I watched Dawn of the Dead, I got more laughs out of that. Definitely, I thought it was fucking hilarious. Dawn of the Dead or Shaun of the Dead gets my vote.
Gets Q's vote. Josh, Shaun of the Dead, Me, Myself, and Irene.
Well, I'm not intentionally tying this up, so Kevin has to decide between these two. But
He's king.
For me, like the king of 2000s comedies is
Waiting for it.
Me, Myself, and Irene gets the vote for me. I don't know what's going on with me. I think I'm not used to doing a podcast on the earbuds, and it's scrambling my brain or something.
He couldn't think of Jim Carrey's
Maybe I'm getting too hot.
name.
Let me take this bra off. All right.
What's
anyways.
really funny, this is the only, at least on this week, this is the only Jim Carrey movie on this entire week.
Ooh.
So,
Oh wow.
it is
Yeah, he
tie-breaking
is more of a
decision,
king of 90s comedies.
though. Yeah, more 90s. Kevin, is tie-breaking decision off of this one. Is it Me, Myself, and Irene or Shaun of the Dead?
Well, I declare that Me, Myself, and Irene was not as good as some of Jim Carrey's past movies, so I'm going to give it to Shaun of the Dead.
Let's
Shaun of the Dead gives a
I
vote.
could
And
agree
the
with
win,
that.
making my
Who's
mark,
making my mark?
which is Kaya, by the way, is typing in and saying, yo, welcome, Kaya, as always. Sean,
Please don't pee on me.
Shaun of the Dead moves on 32 to the next round. Kaya, you need to seriously educate yourself because Shaun of the Dead is like it's a classic, especially this time of year.
A classic
And
comedy horror.
It really is, and it's kind of a stoner movie too. So, like, it literally starts out with them getting high on the couch, eating cookies.
That's what got my attention the first time.
That's a good
Yeah,
point.
exactly. Jamie starts us off on this one. Jamie, is it "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou" or "Waiting"?
Absolutely waiting. I was so grossed out and peeing my pants almost from laughing and everything from waiting. Like, then of course that's when I realized I was obsessed with Ryan Reynolds' pelvic region. Yeah.
Who isn't?
I'm just
I mean, what?
Yeah.
That took a left turn.
Yeah, well, because I mean, there's a great scene where he comes out shirtless, and you get to see his little Ken Barbie doll figurine thing going on there.
That little nice V shape he can just pound you with, right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So, okay. God damn it, Q. Now I'm off fantasy land for you saying I'm kidding. That movie, I think if Ryan Reynolds wasn't in it, it wouldn't have been as funny. I do strongly feel that way, but I am going to give it to Waiting. I enjoyed Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, but it didn't make me laugh as often as the other movie.
Waiting gets a nod. Q, is it Waiting or "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou"?
All right. So, did you just say something gross makes you laugh and pee your pants?
No, I was saying how much that movie grossed me out at times and made me laugh and pee my pants. Like, that's why I voted for it. It gave me two different emotions. It grossed me out and made me laugh.
That's an interesting combination of emotions.
Right. That's like farting and coughing at the same time.
No. That's perfectly natural. There's a bunch of pressure built up, and it has to be released, and it can't all come out one end. That is just unnatural.
Whatever.
Anyhow. Kevin, you have to vote for Brother, Where Art Thou just because of, you're King Kevin. So, back in the day, that's how they talked. So you got to vote that way. So I'm not going to vote for that. I'm going to vote for Waiting.
Waiting gets another one. Josh, is it Waiting or "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou"?
Okay, so Oh Brother, Where Art Thou is one of my favorite movies of all time, but I wouldn't really I never really thought about it being a comedy necessarily. I could see it now, like, oh, of course that's a comedy, but I never before would have classified it as a comedy. I don't know why. It's more of like I don't know. But that's interesting. Now I have to think about it in a different light. I think
I
as
agree
far,
with you completely on that. That makes complete sense for that movie.
yeah, I listen to the song, the song like on repeat sometimes. It's like a great song. Uh but as far as comedies go, like 2000s comedies, when I think of the Waiting is better as a comedy. I'm going Waiting, which is it's weird to vote against Oh Brother Where Art Thou, but here we are.
Waiting gets a nod, the vote, and the win off of that one. Kevin, Waiting, oh brother, where art thou?
Well, back in the day when I had hair on the top of my head, I was a Dapper Dan man. So I'm going to go with Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
I was kind of hoping to give it a sweep, but Waiting gets my vote. Waiting is quotable as fuck. It really is. The entire walking up to somebody, not actually doing it because of public decency laws, but going, Batwing, bitch! Type stuff. Like, we're going, it's so angry! Or a whole bunch of other stuff, dude. It's just, just the movie is fantastic. So,
Just the
I'm gonna
word
go Waiting.
Waiting is quotable. Just that word alone.
The second one, sorry, I missed one. There we go. The second one sucks, but the first Waiting movie is actually quite good. So Waiting gets my vote 4-1 to the next round. Q starts this one off. Q, I'm really happy you get to start this one off.
I am too now.
Is it Hot Fuzz
Oh dear.
or Grandma's Boy?
Why does Hot Fuzz sound like a porno?
Well, it's not.
I mean,
Let's just say
yeah.
that.
I'm just saying, like, that sound like, yeah, put some Hot Fuzz in. Like, nah, I don't like fuzz down there. Anyways, Grandma's Boy, definitely. That movie is the shit. I'll watch it anytime, as long as I can get high while I'm watching it, because it sucks sober. I'm not gonna lie.
Speaking of Hot Fuzz and Q's idea that it was a porno, we do have a bracket coming up next year about movies that sound dirty that aren't. For instance, Deep Impact is one of them. 12 Angry Men is
Hot
one of
Fuzz should
them.
be in here.
James Bond Octopussy is one in there. It's just a whole bunch of stuff. So
Wait,
we're
that's
gonna
not
have
a porno?
It's not. We're gonna have a lot of fun when that comes up though. Josh, Grandma's Boy, Hot Fuzz.
Oh man, Grandma's Boy, hands down, in my opinion. I love the crew, Simon Pegg and I forget the other guy's name, but I love almost every movie they're in. So no diss on Hot Fuzz, but God, Grandma's Boy is so funny.
Gets another one, Kevin.
Oh, it's got to be Grandma's Boy. The scene where he's taking care of himself in the bathroom from an action figure and he can't stop. Oh, I laughed for hours on that. That was hilarious.
I'm gonna avoid the sweep on this one for Hot
You
Fuzz,
fucking dick.
just because I love the pairing of Simon Pegg and the other dude's name that I can't remember.
But Grandma's Boy is epic. It deserves this sweep.
It deserves a win, but not a sweep.
No,
off of this one,
it
so.
definitely deserves the sweep.
Well, then I'm going to be a bastard and I'm going to hand it to Jamie. Jamie, is it Grandma's Boy or Hot Fuzz?
I mean, now that I moved to Eddyville, Q, can we get race car beds and then have car bed conversations like where we radio each other and stuff like that?
Let's run it.
Okay. For
My parents are going to give me a CV so I can talk to other car beds.
that whole entire scene and everything, just like Kevin said, with the whole can't stop himself with an action figure, all of that is just epic. So that
Yes.
movie, I've loved that more than Super Troopers and most stoner movies like Half Baked and all that stuff. Grandma's Boys, hands down. I'll go to the loony bin with you. Fuck it.
It's Nick Frost, by the way.
Funny
Simon Pegg,
thing,
Nick Frost.
There you go.
That's it.
Funny thing, in that scene where they're taking the bong rips downstairs in Deontay's room, they They wanted him to smoke fake weed, and he said, "Fuck that! I'm not smoking fake weed. Why the hell would I do that?" They did that take 46 times,
Yeah, he was smoking real weed.
and he took 46 bong hits.
Shit. He was high as balls.
Yeah,
Grandma's boy
they
moves
had to
on
stop
4
and
to
come back
1
for it because he couldn't
to
remember
the
his
next
line.
round. Josh. Josh gets the dad vote in this one. Josh, is it Super Bad or Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs?
You know, I only just recently watched Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. It's a decent movie. Don't get me wrong, but Superbad is like the classic of classic 2000s movies. Like, there's no chance. Superbad. Well, there's no chance in my opinion. I don't know. Who knows?
Super Bad gets a nod. Kevin
Come on, chica chica, what's up, gangsters?
Yeah.
gets another one. I'm gonna go with Cloudy on this one. As a dad, I'm gonna go for Cloudy on this one, just for the simple fact that the cop in that one, one of my the I don't know why I laugh at. Maybe I'm just I'm a dumbass at times, but when he literally he has a tear running down his cheek, but he realizes that he has to be a man again, so his tear, like, he snorts his tear all the way up back through his eye.
Up into his eye.
You tear duct.
It is
It's
really
just,
good.
oh, those movies are so stupid, but I love them. Cloudy gets my vote. Jamie, Cloudy or Superbad?
I mean, it's a great movie, but I refer to my attitude some days as Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. So, and I don't find that to be a funny mood.
That sounds dirty.
I'm gonna go with Super Bad because it kind of broke out a lot of those actors into the scene, and they were pretty catchy, funny. I'll give them that.
Is that a stain?
Superbad gets a nod. Q finish us off. Is it Superbad or Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs?
If I remember correctly, isn't Superbad the one with McLovin?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. It's like the most iconic thing ever. Like, that still gets said today. Kind of, a weirdo for saying it still, but it still gets said today.
I used to have a McLovin driver's license.
They used to have a
That-
McLovin t-shirt.
That's fucking awesome.
Okay, that is funny. That doesn't surprise me. And my vote is going to Superbad.
Superbad moves on 4 to 1 to the next round. Kevin starts this one off. Is it The Rundown or Meet the Fockers?
Oh, fuck you, Freddie.
Fuck you, Freddie. You know what? No, fuck that. Fuck you, Frederick.
Oh, he said it.
You know what? I may be the odd one on this one, but I'm going to go Rundown. I do love that movie with Sean William Scott and everything. It's just a great movie.
Rundown gets a nod. Rundown gets the second vote on that one just for the line, "Stupid monkey." I don't like The Rock. I don't like The Rock as an actor. I really don't. But that movie is just fucking funny. I don't know if this is the pairing with like Sean William Scott or what, but that movie is just hilarious.
Oh, Sean Williams made that movie. Let's
Yeah, he
not
did.
get it wrong. Yeah.
But that entire line of "stupid monkey," just saying it, it makes me laugh. It's one of the few lines out there that doing it, just saying the line by yourself is absolutely funny as well. So, Rundown gets my vote. Jamie, is it The Rundown or Meet the Fockers?
I was surprised how much more I laughed at The Rundown than I would have thought. Meet the Fockers, I felt was more of a stale funny. So I don't know. I'm gonna keep it with The Rundown.
Oh.
And I think that was the first movie I've seen Rosario Dawson in as well.
Oh,
Rundown
Yeah.
gets to vote and the
And-
win off of that one.
Oh shit! Meet the Fockers. All right.
Q, is it Meet the Fuckers or Rundown?
Meet the Fockers is fucking hilarious. That whole trilogy is funny.
Correct.
It's one of the movies where the further movies actually don't get so bad that it's just not worth watching anymore. They actually stay relatively consistently funny, and I like that. But I'm a fan of The Rock. I'm a fan of his puns. I'm a fan of just the way he delivers his shit. I don't care. Somebody can write his fucking lines. I don't give a shit. He has to present them. He's got to make those lines something.
Tell him, Q.
Yeah. Fuck it.
Preach.
I'm going rundown.
Preach it, Q.
Rundown gets a vote. Josh, finish this off. Is it Meet the Fuckers or Rundown? Sorry,
Well, I do have a
Fockers.
question. Is Meet the Parents in this bracket as well?
Maybe in the next week, but I don't have that list on me right now. So,
But I'm pretty confident Meet the Parents is going to be in there somewhere. So I'm okay with the Rundown getting a sweep here. I agree that Meet the Fockers and what's the third movie?
Little
Meet-
Fockers.
Yeah, I agree that all three of them are good, but Meet the Parents is the best one of the three. So, you know,
Rundown moves on 5-0 to the next round. I start this one off. It is either The Hangover or another movie that sounds like a porno. Walk Hard.
oh God, Walk
Walk Hard is I love Walk Hard. I'm a fan of Johnny Cash even to start with. So with this movie as a satire to him is great. But The Hangover, that entire trilogy is great, but especially the first one. The Hangover gets my vote as the lone man in a wolf pack gets my vote. Jamie, is it Hangover or Walk Hard?
The Hangover for sure.
Q.
Are you saying walk like WALK?
Yes. Which is why I was trying to enunciate as much as possible instead of saying
I
rock
do
hard.
that every day I'm home and my wife is here.
What?
It's good you're listening.
Oh man, no points for
Oh
you.
my
buddy.
god. All right, what was the other choice? Sorry.
The Hangover
Yeah, that one.
Oh man,
gets a vote and the win off of that one.
2 and
Josh,
3 are fucking garbage.
no
though.
love for John C. Riley. Listen, every time, who was it that played the his like friend? Every time that he tried to convince Dewey not to do drugs by telling him all the good shit that the drugs do, no, I can't let it at least get swept. So I'm gonna give Dewey Cox Walk Hard the nod.
and Kevin finishes out Hangover, Walk Hard.
I don't think this one's even a question for me. It's The Hangover.
I'm okay with that, by the way. I like the Hangover. Don't get me wrong. It didn't feel right letting Walk Hard get swept. You know. Yeah.
You get to see an Asian penis.
But did you die?
The man's a doctor. Is that wild to you?
I know, right? He's a
Yeah.
legitimate doctor in real life, but apparently he makes more in friggin' Hollywood than he does as a doctor.
What
So.
a cool fucking guy, right? Anyways,
Speaking of Asian penises, Jamie, is it Hot Rod or Kiss Kiss Bang Bang?
I'm not sure that I've seen both of these from beginning to end, but I'm gonna go with the Kiss Kiss Bang Bang because that's a lot more fun to say.
I like the bang bang part personally.
Gets a vote. Q, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang or Hot Rod?
You know, once upon a time, there was a younger me. And he was referred to as the hot rod. So let's go.
Hot Rod gets a vote off of that one, Josh.
I have not seen.
Pay attention to that.
I have not seen Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, but Hot Rod is a fantastic movie, and it doesn't get enough, mentions. So definitely that one.
Gets a vote. Kevin.
I'm not a big fan of Andy Samberg, so I'm gonna go Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
I've never seen Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Me either.
Uh,
But I know I'm
And-
not a fan of Andy Samberg.
This is like one of the very last good Adam Sandler movies that was done. Because, yeah. So, at least his comedy movies. He's done some serious roles that have been pretty good. But Hot Rod will be getting my vote off of this one just because I've never seen Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. So 3-2 moves on to the next round. Q starts this off. This should be. I keep running into stoner movies with you. I don't know what it is.
See, and you were talking shit about my
I
stonerness.
thought it was. Is it 500 Days of Summer or Zack and Miri Make a Porno?
Jack and Mary make a porno. That bitch frosted me like a cake.
I love it.
That is my favorite part of the entire movie.
Mine too. Oh, Beth is the
Some
best.
dude once it pulls out, just shits all over. Oh my god, it's great. I'd be pissed, but it was funny as hell.
I'm going to safely assume this is going to be a sweep, but Josh, Zack and Miri Make a Porno or 500 Days of Summer?
Yeah, no. It was Zack and Mary, 100%.
Kevin?
I'm giving that a big royal yep.
I'm going to go for a sweep as well. Jamie, Zack and Miri Make a Porno or 500 Days of Summer?
Do it just to piss
Never
everybody
seen
off.
500 Days of Summer, so we're gonna definitely give it to the other movie.
You should have been a bastard.
We can have Q and Jamie make a porno.
500 Days of Summer is actually kind of a mindfuck of a movie. I don't know why it's considered a comedy. Why it was on Ranker as a comedy, because I don't really find it funny, but it's a good movie. Zoe Deschanel is still one of the hottest people on the planet. So
You had me at Zoe Deschanel.
I don't know. But no, Zack and Miri moves on 5-0 to the next round. Be right back right after this break. We have a 5-star review. Thank you to review there, guys. Before I became a podcaster, I never thought all these requests for 5 stars actually mattered. Well, I was wrong. But being the bastards we are, we're not just going to ask you to spend those valuable 3 seconds with nothing in return. To be perfectly honest, it's kind of rude. We'll trade you for it, though. If you send us a screenshot of your 5-star review on either YouTube or whatever your favorite podcatcher happens to be, along with a matchup you want us to vote on, we will not only shout you out on the show as a thank you, but do your matchup live on air. It will be our thank you to review. By the way, everybody out there, to send in a thank you to review, it is the word bracket, BRACKET, TY2R at Yahoo. That is the address you want to go to. That goes directly to me. I will pick pretty much the question that I think is best, and we'll go off of that one. Today's thank you to review goes as such. Happy Sunday, bastards. It's really Tuesday as I write this, but since Sunday morning downloads are a staple for me, it's Sunday Fun Day, right? For that, the 5-star and follow on iTunes is well deserved. We are on iTunes as well. I just never mention it because I don't really care about iTunes. I love mini I love mini podcasts. You're on my top 10. I love the personalities on each one. My question this week is, what podcaster/TV personality do you want to be more like? My personal choice in this one is Howard Stern. Not a bastard, Connor Reed. Well, Connor, out there, by the way, we consider bastard a loving term, not a bad thing. But I'm gonna go ahead and start us off on this one. Give the other bastards on here I have a chance to kind of figure this out. One of my favorite channels out there for podcast is the What Culture Wrestling podcast. Is a British podcast network that has a whole bunch of stuff out there. They're on YouTube and stuff too. Adam Wilborn, he's like This scrawny ass British redheaded dude is probably one of the funniest people that I've ever actually got a chance to listen to on a regular basis, that I still laugh at. He does impersonations and stuff like that. So I'm gonna mix him with a little bit of Jerry Springer, because as I was telling people before the show, to be perfectly honest, sometimes on this show I like to stir shit up, stir the pot, do a whole bunch of other stuff that I can do just to make people mad, and that's one thing that Jerry Springer did a lot of. So I'm going to combine myself in those two. Jamie, what podcaster / TV personality do you want to be more like?
Some people would think Sally Jesse Raphael, because I'm rocking this red glasses look. Geraldo Rivera. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Honestly, Maria Menounos, she is a great host. She got to work a lot with Mario Lopez, for shit's sakes, and a lot of WWE fun. She's big into the wrestling scene. But I'm going to go local. I'm going to go close to home. And to be honest with you, somebody that's extremely knowledgeable in the music world, grew up on music, and she's got a great voice. As somebody that never really had a good voice tone, because I always get called a guy, Samantha Knight. She used to be a part of Laser 103.3 back in the day, and she was just very easy to listen to, very enjoyable to listen to. So I'm going old school there. My old radio personality right there would be her.
All right, Q. What podcaster / TV personality do you want to be more like?
All right, so I don't watch many other podcasts, so mine's going to be off of TV personalities here. And do you want the actor's name, or do you want his character name?
I mean, if the character is recognizable, we wouldn't really need the actor's name.
I mean, do you relate more to the actor or to the character?
The character, most definitely, probably.
Okay, then give us both, I guess. I don't care.
All right. Well, the character is Raymond Reddington. His real name is James Bader.
He's also he voices what is it, Ultron, and the Avengers movies as well.
Does he really?
Yeah, the guy is a dick in like every single show that he's
right,
in.
But he's
really
a sarcastic, funny dickhead, though.
He really is.
And I wish I had more of his ability. Or fuck it, will somebody write it for me? I can present it.
The Blacklist. When he's
the Blacklist is the one I'm referring to the most.
He's the smartest person in the room, and he knows it.
Right, but he's such a condescending
dick about it. He's Sheldon Cooper with a good personality.
Yeah.
That's how I would describe him. Josh, same question.
Well, when you kind of prepped us, and I didn't need any time to think. My favorite TV personality also has a podcast, so it's kind of the best of both worlds as well. Conan O'Brien. I aspire to just be a silly goose, honestly. And who's a bigger silly goose than Conan O'Brien? I'm a huge fan. His podcast is fantastic. His show is so good. Yeah.
I can out silly goose you with a talk show host, even. And that would be Craig Ferguson.
See, when you said I can out silly goose you, the first name that popped in my head was Craig Ferguson. He was a silly goose. That is true.
He is a silly goose, and he's great to see in concert. Kevin, finish this off. Is it what podcaster / TV personality do you want to be more like? Personally, my choice is Howard Stern. There you go. Sorry, I had to read too far.
No, mine. There's a podcast I listen to called Dan C. Bearded. The guy talks about beards and beard care, health care, and the way he delivers his message is very thoughtful, very genuine. So that's someone I look up to as well. But I also want Oprah's money, so Oprah as well. So I'm gonna go that way.
I wouldn't want Oprah because I guarantee you Oprah is going to be in a shit ton of trouble pretty soon because it seems like all the people on the entire S-Team list or whatever are friends of hers, and she's going to have some questions pretty soon. So, that is our thank you to review there, Connor Reed. It's a good name, by the way. My son's name is Connor. And everybody out there who wants to be part of the thank you to review crew, it is bracket TY2R at yahoo.com. Send us something and we'll see if we can get you on the show much like this. Welcome back for the second half of round one. It looks like Q starts us off. Q does not start us off. Josh.
Oh, I was even present, bro.
For you.
That's like I had to do the math real quick. Josh starts us off on this one. Is it Ocean's 11 or Legally Blonde?
You know, again, you kind of prepped us a little bit before we started recording, and I've been thinking about this, and I still don't personally consider Ocean's 11 a comedy. It has comedic parts, but Legally Blonde is fucking hilarious. Like, nearly from beginning to end. I got to give it Legally Blonde.
Legally Blonde gets a vote off of that one. That's what I was thinking too as well. Kevin, Legally Blonde or Ocean's 11?
Don't you be snapping your last season Prada shoes at me, honey. So, Legally Blonde.
The fact that you can quote that right off the top of your head just...
Oh, I love me some Legally Blonde.
I'm going to go with Legally Blonde on here as well. Harley is in comments saying hello. And is also going with Legally Blonde.
Hi, Harley.
Jamie is AFK at the moment. So Q, is it Legally Blonde? Or no, Jamie's back. All right. She had to change locations. Jamie, is it Ocean's 11 or Legally Blonde?
Absolutely Legally Blonde.
And Q, finish this out.
I thought Ocean's 11 fell short. I got 10 chuckles, not 11. I was upset. So I got to go with Legally Blonde.
That was
I don't
so
know why.
stupid, but it
I
still
don't
made
know
me
why I
laugh.
laughed
so.
at
Yeah.
I don't know why that was the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
I'm mad at myself for laughing at that.
Oh, man.
I got everybody. I got all four of you laughing at that one. And that is sad, y'all. See, look, it's all about the delivery.
I'm an easy laugh, though. My friend who's a comedian brings me to as many shows as possible because sometimes I'll be the only one laughing. But I laugh at fucking everything, man.
I mean, you are a whoopee cushion, so.
Yeah. Delete that. Just kidding.
Kevin starts us off on this one. Is it Monsters Incorporated or Goldmember?
Oh.
Oh, fuck you, Freddie. Fuck you with the Goldmember.
Yeah. I mean, fuck you, because anyways.
I like Monsters Inc. I'm gonna go Monsters Inc. Mike Wazowski
Gets a vote. It gets a second one too. There's comedic bits in Goldmember that I actually do like. The entire fat bastard drinking his own poop is still funny.
No,
one
it's
reason
Austin that drinks fat bastard's poop.
Yeah, sorry. Austin drinks fat bastard's poop.
That's not in Goldmember, though. That's in the Spy Who Shagged Me.
Is the second one? What is Goldmember? Then I can't remember seeing. The only thing about Goldmember that I can remember was Beyonce, and which is another reason I wouldn't vote for it. So, Monsters Incorporated, though, it's Boo is.
Did you really just say Incorporated?
Yeah. Monsters Inc., Monsters Incorporated. That's what it stands for, Q.
Yes, I am well aware what Inc. stands for.
The Boo, I still love the fact that all of Boo's lines were recorded while she was playing. The person who voiced Boo was just playing around because they couldn't keep her in the booth to actually record her lines. So they just put a mic on. They attached a mic to her and just let her play around and just use the sounds that she was doing for the entire thing.
I did not
So
know that.
it's one of the cutest facts about Disney movies, Pixar movies,
Yeah.
technically, that I actually know.
Boo is the
Monsters,
all-time cutest Disney character.
Me.
Monsters Incorporated. Monsters Inc. gets my vote off of this one. Jamie, Monsters Inc. or Goldmember?
Back when Austin Powers was big, when it came out and all that, I was obsessed with watching them. I've loved all three of them, so I'm gonna go with Austin Powers. I love gold.
Goldmember gets a nod. Q.
I thought the first two Austin Powers were great.
Oh no.
The third one was fucking fantastically awful.
Ah, fuck you.
I like
Yeah.
well, I'd like it to go and stay in this fucking round. So I am not voting for Goldmember. I'll be voting for. I don't even know. I don't remember what the other movie was because I had this rant going up in my head. And Monsters Incorporated, as Frederick would say for their fucking cheese stuff.
Monsters
It doesn't
Inc.
even.
gets a Monsters
Yeah,
Inc. gets a vote off of
gets
that
my
one.
vote.
That I knew it was coming. I did. I knew it was coming. I could see it in this little tiny frame that you're in on my phone right now. But Josh, I don't know if you actually fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. But that was, if you did or didn't, that was great.
I did. 100%.
So,
God damn it.
Josh,
He said the hook like a bass on that one.
Josh, is it Goldmember or
really
Monsters
fucking did.
Incorporated?
Okay. I love Monsters Inc. It's one of my favorite, one of my favorite Pixar movies. However, all of the Austin Powers movies are like not only some of my favorite comedy movies, but like they were also some of my dad's favorite movies. He just like laughed until he cried at them. And because of that, and because I constantly quote Austin Powers all the fucking time, I gotta go Goldmember. Wow, don't you feel like a dick? No, I'm just kidding. It's fine.
Monsters
Yeah.
Monsters Inc.
Huh?
moves on 3-2 to the next round. However, Goldmember will be making another appearance in a couple weeks when we celebrate our 3rd anniversary, because the Austin Powers series is in the trilogies bracket that we have coming up in a couple weeks. So I start this one off. It is either Tenacious D's Pick of Destiny
Oh, so good.
or Rush Hour 2.
Fuck you, Freddie.
You had me like I was like Tenacious D all the way, and then you said Rush Hour 2, and it's like, oh, my balls just got smashed between two cars and the devil's fucking butthole.
I just made a comment about trilogies, and I think the Rush Hour trilogy is probably my perfect trilogy, where it balances out all 3 movies just great. The first one is the best, but 2 and 3 follow not too terribly far behind on that one as well, as far as level of quality. I do love Rush Hour 2. Pick of Destiny has moments in that movie, is absolutely great, but the rest of the actual movie I'm not a huge fan of. There's a lot of build up to it, there's a lot of storyline to it, but as far as movie for movie, Rush Hour 2 will be getting my vote hands down off of this one. Jamie, is it Rush Hour 2 or Tenacious D's Pick of Destiny?
As big of a fan as I am of Tenacious D, I mean, I fell in love when Corey Taylor did his little Audacious P private, small little concert for us that was nothing but Tenacious D songs. Like, I mean, Jack Black is great. Kyle's great. I love everything about it, but the movie did fall short for me. I'm gonna have to give it to Rush Hour 2. The combination of Jackie with Chris, like it went really, really, really well, and it didn't stale out in any of the movies. So the fact that Rush Hour 2 wasn't as bad as I was thinking it was gonna be, I'll give it that vote.
Rush. Harley's in comments. Harley's going to be going with Pick a Destiny, and she couldn't have worded this better. I love this. Harley is gotta go with the D. I will leave that.
Get in my belly. Oh my god.
She's warm.
Yeah, and then the previous comment. Hold on, gotta go with the D. Previous comment for her from gold member is get in my belly. That
there's only one way to get in the belly. Well, two ways technically, but one way is reachable.
That's with the D. So Q, is it Rush Hour 2 or Tenacious D's Pick of Destiny?
Okay. Rush Hour 1, great. Rush Hour 2, great. Rush Hour 3, they should have stopped.
Oh, you're wrong.
Rush Hour 3, I did not like. It was okay, but I thought it fell short of the other ones by far. I'm not gonna lie, my favorite line from Tenacious D is after they're outside of the museum, and the other dude's out there, and he's like, "Now come over here so I can touch you," and they're just like, "No." Like, I don't know why, but that part got me fucking cracked the fuck up. But Rush Hour 2 gets my vote.
It's a Bobby Lashley moment, or not Bobby Lashley, Samoa Joe moment, when people are jumping off the top of the rope, and Samoa Joe just kind of walks out of the line of traffic and just let them Wile E. Coyote splat against the ring. It still makes me laugh every time that happens. And the only person that could do it that well is Samoa Joe, which I can't wait for the Twisted Metal second season of Twisted Metal to come out. So there's that.
I want to see the first season.
It's on Peacock.
Somebody won't let me.
It's really good.
It is.
Yeah, I agree.
Is it only on Peacock?
Yeah,
from what I was aware of.
Exclusively on Peacock.
Josh,
I Peacock all the time.
Is it Rush Hour 2 or Tenacious D's Pick a Destiny?
So my wife makes fun of me because I only, like earlier, I'm going to say this again, I only very recently watched Pick of Destiny. I know, I'm really lacking here. But having said that, like Freddie, I also just Rush Hour is nearly the perfect trilogy for me. So definitely have to go Rush Hour 2. No slight on Pick of Destiny, though. It was fucking hilarious.
And Kevin, finish this off. Is it Rush Hour 2 or Pick a Destiny?
No D here. We are going Rush Hour.
5-0 faces a 4-1 in the next round. Jamie starts this off. Is it the first night at the museum or Anchorman?
Okay, if you have me on video too, I rolled my eyes at the night museum stuff. There's only one character in that movie that made me laugh a lot. I don't remember, is it King Tut or whatever, or who was it? That with his horrible ass lisp. I love that movie for that guy only, but the night at the museum, no to that. Everything about Anchorman is awkward and annoying and fucking hilarious. Like, absolutely hilarious. That, like, if I want a singing telegram and if someone came and sang Morning Delight at my doorstep, I'd probably be like, thank you. That made my whole life right there. So I'm gonna go
about to make your whole life.
Oh boy, you gotta have friends with you though. It's gotta look cool. Gotta be cool. You suck.
There's a lot of things I could say on that, but this is live and I'm not going to. Q, is it Night at the Museum or Anchorman?
Are you talking about like the guy who like likes to tear people apart, Jamie?
I think so. He's just got. Let me pull it up. I can never remember his name because I confuse him with another actor. But go ahead.
I'm gonna be pissed once you say like give me the name of the character. I'm gonna be pissed once you say because I'm gonna know it. Anyhow.
Yeah,
Don't
that's my
touch
favorite
my
character in the
staff.
entire thing.
What?
So
Don't
that
touch my staff.
I say Josh went ahead and said my favorite character in the entire thing. Going like, no gum for dum dum.
Hey, you dumb, give me gum. I didn't think Night at the Museum like it's a good movie by far. Like I'll watch it, but like there's not a whole lot of like to me. There's not like a whole lot of like funny moments in it. So I'm gonna have to go with Anchorman.
Gets a nod, Josh.
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal. People know me. Let me tell you, I shouldn't oversell this because this is gonna bite my ass in the future of this episode. I'm sure. Anchorman is my favorite movie of all time. I can quote every fucking line from that movie. Okay, so Night at the Museum. No, fucking. I'm just kidding. Anchorman, absolutely. Oh my god,
gets to vote and the win off this one. I'm going to make it a 4-1 vote, which means it will be facing in a 4-1 vote in the next round. I love Night at the Museum. I'm getting to you, Kevin.
Not get
I'm
a
getting
chance to vote?
but
Oh, okay.
but I know what your vote's going to be. I'm surprised Q didn't vote against Night at the Museum just because it's a Robin Williams movie.
we never have had that fight. Yeah.
Yeah, never had the opportunity. You just like, nope, whatever.
Well, honestly enough, and sadly enough, he was the only one that gave me any type of chuckle in that movie. So if we're going comedy based, I couldn't really give him any type of shit because he kind of made me crack a smile a couple of times.
The problem with Night at the Museum is like the first movie and the second movie kind of blend together for me.
It's because Robin Williams is in them, right?
Yeah, but I don't. No, not even that. It's just that there's so many different characters and stuff like that. My favorite Night at the Museum is still the second one, but that's because of some of at least one of the characters that I'm just a fan of. The monkey in freaking Night at the Museum. I'm a fan of the side characters that don't say anything, but you can tell from facial expressions and just the shit that they do. It's just absolutely hysterical. And that Chipukin, however the fuck you pronounce it, monkey is just absolutely hysterical and gets my vote. Kevin, Night at the Museum or Anchorman?
So, Anchorman is definitely a funnier movie to me. However, I'm going to vote Night at the Museum because my daughter loved that movie and watched it over and over again, and she got so much joy from it, and that makes me happy. So I'm going to go with Night at the Museum.
Gets a vote, and
that is such a big caring heart right there from such a big guy. I like it.
Yeah, so it don't happen often.
Well, I mean, since it's King Kevin, you got to kind of spread your love for the princess, right? Right.
This is true.
So,
wouldn't it be queen if he's a king? Wouldn't she be queen?
No,
she would be.
You're talking about daughter. My bad. I was thinking there.
This is not Game of Thrones, homie.
Yeah. I do warn you though that 4-1 versus 3-2 is going to bite you guys in the ass later on. Just letting you know. Q starts us off on this one. Q, is it Men in Black 2 or Zombieland?
Zombieland. Oh, I was gonna say Men in Black 2. I had a rant already going in my head with it. You said Zombieland, it went right up the fucking ear.
Zombieland gets a nod. Josh, is it Zombieland or Men in Black 2?
So to me, Men in Black 2 is attached to a really, really good memory of ironically, it's attached to the memory of also watching Goldmember. I saw it in a drive-in theater. It was a 2-for-1. We saw Goldmember and then Men in Black 2, and it's like one of the happiest memories of my childhood. So Zombieland's great, don't get me wrong, but I have to go Men in Black 2 here.
I was gonna make a joke until I saw how like sentimental that was, and I can completely relate. So I cannot like I'm not gonna make anything, but I'm just saying like I had a joke ready, and then I saw how much that actually was to you, and I couldn't do it.
Oh no! Quick, say something dickish, because now you're now I think you might be a nice guy. Hurry! Your character is breaking. Hurry!
Your character
Kevin.
is breaking.
Kevin, is it Zombieland or Men in Black 2?
I too have an infinity for Twinkies, so I'm going Zombieland.
There's a bear joke in there too. I'm just not going to touch it. I'm going to go for Zombieland on this one. Not for the Twinkies, but that is a long running joke that I absolutely love. However, this movie is just fucking funny, and I'm not a fan of the majority of people in the movie. But
what's rule 1, guys?
Double tap.
No, that's cardio. Rule 2 is double tap.
Oh,
That would make sense, 2 double.
Either way, Zombieland gets my vote.
With the bullets, all right.
Jamie,
I don't want
Zombieland,
a good
Men in
double
Black
tap
2.
every now and then.
I have to say that growing up on Men in Black, I was very disappointed on Stop It Q and you on the movies. Come on now.
No, it's not you, Jamie. It's what Kevin said.
Okay. Anyways, yeah, Q had to get off the fucking screen for that. Growing up watching these movies, to be honest with you, for Men in Black 2, it was a massive flop. To me, after how good the first one was, I really did not like the second one. I didn't mind it. I just really was disappointed compared to how good the first one was. So, and I actually was surprised how much I liked Zombieland. I really actually was surprised by that. I didn't think I'd like that movie. So I'm gonna give it that. Give it my vote.
Zombieland gets to vote and the win off of that one 4-1 to the next round. Q starts this one off. Or sorry. Josh starts this one off. I do that every time. I don't know why. Josh starts this one
so
off.
likable, bro.
Another dad movie for you. Is it Bad Santa or Ratatouille?
Again, when I think 2000s comedies, I'm not thinking Pixar. I love
Okay,
Ratatouille.
first of all, no, I'm gonna sell you on the comedy of Ratatouille just on this one line. When he's describing what he has in his hat, but can't really say it, he says, "I have a tiny," and then her eyes dart down.
Yep.
That is good. I'm not. Oh, I'm not super invested. I'm not super invested. I don't really care about Bad Santa that much. Like, it's funny, but you know what? I'm gonna give it to Ratatouille.
Ratatouille gets a vote.
You sold me.
Yeah, I know, right? Penis jokes, tiny penis jokes in Pixar movies.
Yeah,
all the time.
Kevin, is it Ratatouille or Bad Santa?
Fuck me, Santa. Fuck me, Santa. Fuck me, Santa. Fuck me, Santa.
There's the opening drop right there.
Real fucking quick.
I'm sorry, Kevin. That's probably going to be the opening drop right there. I'm just letting you know. Anyway, is that your vote?
Well deserved.
Yes. That is.
All right.
As I'm dressed as a king.
Oh, your Royal Highness. What's up?
Oh goodness, I'm gonna go for Ratatouille on this one. I don't think it's worth stealing a vote. But with Bad Santa probably moving on, it's going to be a fun matchup that's going to make. Jamie, is it Bad Santa or Ratatouille?
I agree, Josh. I guess I wasn't putting Ratatouille Pixar movie in as a comedy. I could see the funny in it, and I've watched that movie well over 5 times, which if I don't like the movie, I definitely don't repeat watching it more than twice just to make sure I didn't miss anything. So I don't I don't know. I'd have to what was the other choice again?
Bad Santa?
I don't know, because they're both great. Bad Santa gets awkward and I get embarrassed easily, even like
I do
if it's
too.
not happening to me or in front of me. So I want to, when Kevin did that, that reminded me of how I'm like, oh my God, how awkward that would be. I want to say, I want to say with how easily embarrassed I can get watching that movie, I'll go with that one.
I was just talking about that with my wife. I saw the video where Hasbullah. Does everybody know who Hasbullah is?
Just
Not
for the
top of my
people
head, no.
that are watching and listening,
He's like
go ahead and tell them.
he's like this tiny UFC or MMA fighter. He's like as a martial artist, but he's like tiny. He looks like a little kid. And when he met Mike Tyson, Mike Tyson didn't know who he was. So Mike Tyson scooped him up and started tickling him. So fucking awkward.
Are you crying?
Speaking of awkward, Q, tie-breaking
Sorry.
decision. Do you want to know who is facing in the next round?
What are we voting on again?
It's either Bad Santa or Ratatouille.
Okay, yeah, it doesn't really matter. So no. All right, so there's multiple different types of funny. Ratatouille is a cutesy funny. Bad Santa is bad funny. It's not really that funny. I mean, I thought it was kind of retarded, but for the sake of it, I'm going to vote for Bad Santa anyways.
Oh.
Bad Santa gets a nod. 3-2 faces a 4-1 in the next round. Kevin starts us off. It's either Fantastic Mr. Fox or 50 First Dates.
I don't think I've ever seen a fantastic whatever Fox you said. So I will go with 51st Dates, which I actually really did like. I like that movie.
I enjoy 50 First Dates. The running gag for me in Fantastic Mr. Fox is the cuss word. Where for every swear word they just replace the word cuss in there. Like, are you cussing kidding me type thing? And it's one of the most meta jokes in movies that I've seen in a long time. Until like Deadpool came around, and that movie is meta as hell, and I love it. I'm gonna go with Fantastic Mr. Fox. You what?
If I had to, can you imagine if I had to say a different word in place of a cuss word, and it had to be the same word for every cuss word every time I cussed?
By the way, for all you listeners out there, last week's episode, we're 154, 55 or more right now than what we're on. I can't remember what we're on. But last week's episode was the first episode that we've ever had that did not have a single swear word in it.
What?
Ooh.
Who was on?
I wasn't.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, with your guess, I could see it. Yeah.
Yeah. Miss Jackie was on last week, and my high school drama teacher was on last week as well. It's just the subject matter we were talking about didn't really involve swearing. So
You didn't get your drama teacher to fucking cuss? That's
not on camera.
I think I saw you blush a couple times though.
Yeah. Well, she did tell me though that I was one of her first students 30 years ago, and I'm sitting there going, "Fuck, that makes me feel really old right now," because I was in high school 30 years at that point, and That bothers me. Anyway, Jamie, 51st Dates for Fantastic Mr. Fox.
I'm gonna go with 51st Dates.
Gets a vote. Q.
Reese's and Spam. Best fucking mixture ever. Try it. 51st Dates.
The man's onto something.
Gets the win. Josh, finish this out.
Hi, I'm Tom. I'm glad I got a laugh out of that. That's good. Weed turns me into 10-second Tom. Anyways, I got to go with 51st Dates here for sure. It's like super quotable. It was during the times when Adam Sandler was making actually funny movies. You know, he was firing on all cylinders. So 51st Dates.
The premise of that movie is scary as fuck, though. Let's just admit that.
The what?
You got a cat? Because I feel something licking me.
I start this last one off. And again, I am sorry for you guys. It's either Talladega Nights or Shrek.
Fuck.
That's not even hard, bro.
That's what she said.
Like, if I had a heart on it, it would have went inside my body, popped out my asshole, and ran away with that one.
I don't know what that means.
I can't even make a joke on that one. So
No, I mean, the only thing I could say off of this is that Shrek says that he's overcompensating for something. So I'm gonna go for Shrek on this one. Jamie, Shrek or Talladega Nights?
I don't mind Talladega Nights. I didn't get super into that movie, and honestly, with my little buddy I have over quite a bit, he is 1000% into Shrek. You turn that movie on, and that little boy is glued to the TV. So, and I have found watching even the other Shreks, not just the first one, I have found they're a lot funnier than I remember them the first time around. Now that I'm the parent, I'm the adult, I'm the auntie that's watching it with the child, I'm laughing way more at these movies than I would have thought and what I did the first time. So Shrek
It's
for
not
sure.
a kid's movie. A lot of the jokes go over the kid's head.
Exactly. And I laughed back then, but it's different now. So
Yeah.
Shrek gets another vote. Q, is it Shrek or Talladega Nights?
All right, so I can quote Shrek, every character from beginning to fucking end. Pretty much almost spot on. Almost. But Talladega Nights, it's so much hype, and it was so much about NASCAR, and I hate both. So I'm going Shrek.
Gets a vote and the win off of that one. Josh, Talladega Nights, Shrek.
Josh, you can have a heart attack or a fart attack in this
Shrek.
case.
But I also love Will Ferrell, and I won't apologize.
you should.
I mean, we're allowed to be wrong. It's all right. It just doesn't happen very often with me.
It's fine. That's Talladega Nights is the other movie I can quote almost in its entirety. Oh man, I'm okay with Shrek winning, as it always has. I'm okay. I love Shrek, so it's fine. But also, I'm gonna vote for Talladega Nights.
Gets a vote. Kevin finishes out. Shrek, Talladega Nights.
I do love Talladega Nights. It is very quotable. However, joke for joke, scene for scene, I think Shrek is the better movie. Especially, and I'm going to mention this one. The scene where they're penning the forest and the animals are in cages, and you see the mama bear, father bear, and son in the cages. And then later you see the son and father bear free. But the mama bear, you don't see the mama bear, but she's in the rug in Lord Farquaad's castle. So I'm going to go with that.
I still love the lines like, he huffed, he puffed, and he signed our eviction notice.
The Muffin Man. The Muffin Man.
There, on Facebook today, there's
Relatively well, actually, too.
on Facebook today, it made me laugh because there was a there was an entire stream of letters that in like text speak, and it's like and it stood for "Do you know the Muffin Man?" And people couldn't figure out what the hell it was. And I'm sitting there going like, I am too fucking old. Shrek moves on 4-1 to the next round, faces a 5-0. Be right back right after this break. Josh hasn't been here in a minute. What you been up to there, sir?
Oh, that's a loaded question. Well, let me tell you all about my. I'm just kidding. I've been recording this podcast. It's we just released episode 6, which sounds not that much. We only record, or we only release an episode every couple of weeks. So it's been an endeavor, but the episodes are longer, and it's not shot live. So we're thinking about doing that in the future, but. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. What I do need is suggestions from wrestling fans. So if somebody wants to listen, they enjoy the podcast and have suggestions on what they'd like to hear us talk about, that definitely would be helpful and fun. Yeah.
I have an idea for you, and it's something that we're going to be doing in April for Mania, the Mania episode. We're doing the bracket, the same thing that we do with bracket, but we're doing people who have never won King of the Ring. And you only have 2 people on your show, right?
Yeah, it's just me and Rusty. I can have guests though. I've had one guest.
Well, that's what I'm saying though. It's like you could do the entire bracket, the bracket style, or with like the entire 2-to-1 vote type situation, but having legitimate wrestlers in there and who you would honestly think would win between those two in their prime.
See, that's kind of what this last episode was. I had a name randomizer. I put 192 names into this randomizer, and I randomized the matches, and we kind of judged it based on kind of kayfabe, like who we think would win, who we think is tougher. Like obviously we know it's scripted, but
I applaud you for not using the word fake on that one. Kevin, what you been up to?
Oh man, just busy working on both of my YouTube channels. I have the Mod Squad Network, where it is mostly entertainment-based, news-based, where we have a gamer show, a movie show, a horror show. We do have a conversation show where we interview YouTube personalities. And we go live every Saturday night with a giveaway. I also run Back to the Retro Review, which is a movie review channel and a tech budget podcasting channel. I also do a budget podcasting podcast that goes live every Thursday night. Definitely check it out if you're interested in any of the multitude of things that I'm doing.
Speaking of horror news, by the way, I just watched the movie Trap. This like 2 days ago. If you got a chance to watch that,
No, I have not.
it's very boring movie. Like I didn't put much stock in it because it's a M. Night Shyamalan and Ding Dong movie.
Oh.
But Josh Hartnett is the main character. And I'm a fan of his stuff in the past. So I'm sitting there going, it's like, I think this should be. And it kind of, it reminds me of a lot of, in a bad way, of a whole bunch of Taylor Swift fans. And I kind of figured it would give me a laugh. It did not give me a laugh. It did not do anything for me. So you guys have a chance, because it's on, I think it's on Peacock now, no, it's on Max. Sorry, it's on Max now. Free to watch if you have Max. It's not. If you want to fall asleep, it's a good movie to watch.
I was about to say, you're not giving this movie a really strong vote of confidence.
It's not, dude. Like, as far as 0 out of 5 hatchets, I guess, because it is a horror movie, I gave it a 0.
Whoop whoop.
Like, Old was a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
Trap is not a good movie. Let's just say that.
All righty.
Welcome back for round 2. It looks like Jamie starts us off on this one. Or wait, let me do my count. That's an odd number. Jamie does not start us off on that one because that'd be 16. Q, welcome back for round 2. It looks like Q starts us off on this one. Q, is it Legally Blonde? Moving on 5-0, or Shaun of the Dead? 3-2.
Oh, we're going for laughs. We are gonna go for Legally Blonde, most definitely.
Legally Blonde gets a nod. Josh,
Oh, I'm with Q on this one for sure. Gotta go Legally Blonde for the laughs. Shaun of the Dead is funny too, obviously, but you know.
it surprised me so far. Kevin, is it Shaun of the Dead or Legally Blonde?
Legally Blonde is getting the win on this one. Yeah, the bend and snap. I mean, that's really all I got to say.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to. I haven't seen that movie in a long time. It might be a movie that we're gonna recast on the recasting call, just because I think it'd be fun to do. However, Shaun of the Dead is one of my go-to movies.
It makes me want a hot dog real bad.
Man, Shaun of the Dead gets my vote.
Fucking goat.
Jamie, finish us off. Is it Shaun of the Dead or Legally Blonde?
I'm gonna go ahead and go with Shaun of the Dead this time.
You would.
And I did.
Facts.
Facts.
Just to let you guys know, there's only 3 possibilities for pearl necklaces to go through the entire show today. Left. That was a 5-0. That is no longer a 5-0. Moving on. Josh starts us off. Josh, is it Rush Hour 2 or Grandma's Boy? I would like to let people know that you guys still have the Steal a Vote and Blowing a Loads left. Everybody.
No, I think everybody's made their opinion clear on Rush Hour. Now I think I'm not really worried. I'm gonna go Rush Hour on this one.
Gets a nod, Kevin.
I'm going Grandma's Boy. I'll be the oddball out. I'll go Grandma's Boy. Yeah.
I don't think you're going to be the oddball out on this one, which is why I'm going to steal a vote.
I swear to God, Freddie.
I think
I will leave the fucking podcast.
I think the two, let's say, herbiculture peoples up top will disagree with you and go with Grandma Boys as well, which means I'm going to be stealing Q's vote and going with Rush Hour 2 just to knock Grandma's Boy off. I don't care about Rush Hour 2. It's
bastard, bro.
Just to take Q's vote.
Yeah,
and just to get out Grandma's Boy. Jamie, is it Grandma's Boy or Rush Hour 2?
That's good.
Fuck, man. Fuck you and this Grandma's Boy.
I mean, we've had that conversation in the past before I was married, but that's completely besides the point there, Jamie. Hugh, out of curiosity, because this would have made it a tie-breaking decision, was it Grandma's Boy or Rush Hour 2?
Go fuck yourself. Obviously, I would be voting for Grandma's Boy. I laughed so much during that fucking movie, and it's a it's a gamer movie too. So I mean, it's a stoner. It's like a perfect life for me almost.
It's a fantastic movie. I can't
Except for the lion. I don't know how in the fuck they got a lion there.
The King of the Jungle.
I looked up and there's the fucking King of the
Jungle. It's not a bad movie. I just want to piss Q off. So,
yeah.
Kevin starts us off. Is it Zombieland moving on 4-1 or Rundown 5-0?
I think Rundown has ran down, so Zombieland.
Gets a nod. I'm going to go for Zombieland as well. Jamie, Zombieland, Rundown.
Zombieland.
Stupid monkey. Q. Zombieland. Rundown.
Well, we got to pee. We got 30 seconds. And on top of that, have you ever seen a lion stretch before it takes down a gazelle?
Gets another vote. Josh finishes out. Zombieland.
Just because
Rundown.
I don't think Rundown deserves to go down in a sweep, I'm going to vote Rundown on this one. Although I agree that Zombieland should win.
4-1. Zombieland moves on to the next round. I start this one off. And it is it's an Adam Sandler matchup. It's either Hot Rod or 50 First Dates.
This is a sweep.
Yeah, this is 100% 50 First Dates for me. I don't have anything good to say about Hot Rod, to be perfectly honest. In fact, I'm the only one I voted for Hot Rod before because Kiss Kiss Bang Bang was a movie I've never seen. So that's the only reason why. 50 First Dates gets my nod. Jamie, 50 First Dates, Hot Rod.
Yeah, I just double checked what Hot Rod was because I've never actually wanted to watch the whole thing, so I remember tapping out. So I'm so sorry. Or not sorry. It's not going to be Hot Rod.
Gets another vote. Q, Hot Rod, 50 First Dates.
Like I said, back in my younger day, bro, I was a hot rod. And I probably won about 50 first dates with about 50 different females. So 50 first dates.
That's because that's all they took pity on you is the first date. 50 First Dates gets that vote. Josh, 50 First Dates, Hot Rod.
50 First Dates for sure.
And Kevin finishes up.
On the camera. It's fun.
Yep.
5-0. Moves on to the next round. Looks like one movie is left for the possibility of a pearl necklace, and that is it. Jamie starts us off.
What movie is that?
I'm not going to tell you.
Oh,
Jamie
come
starts us
on,
off.
Freddie.
You should have been paying attention. Jamie starts us off. Is it Monsters, Inc., Q, or Waiting?
It's actually a harder decision than I would have thought.
And we are waiting on your answer.
I bet.
Or a load being blown?
No.
I don't wait on that. I make it happen.
We're gonna go with Waiting.
Waiting gets a nod. Q.
I don't know what Jamie was voting on. I really have no idea. She must not have heard the other one. But I'm definitely going to go with Monsters Incorporated. Freddie.
Sorry, I was checking the score of something. So, Monsters Incorporated gets a vote. Josh, is it Monsters Incorporated or Waiting?
I'm actually going to give this to Monsters, Inc. Yeah.
Good fart cushion.
Kevin, is it Waiting or Monsters, Inc.?
Yeah, it's Monsters Inc.
Wow.
Yeah.
It would have been Waiting for me. I'm surprised Monsters, Inc. gets that, but it does. 3-2. To the next round. Next up, Q starts us off. I kind of don't want to give that one to you, Q, but I'm going to.
Give it to me, Freddie.
Q starts us off. Is it Anchorman or Superbad?
Superbad. Because it's that bad. It was so bad. They had to put the word super in front of it, and that just made it funny.
Superbad gets a nod. Josh.
Listen, it's my favorite movie of all time. I have to give it a chance. Freddie, you mentioned you don't like Will Ferrell. At least you said I was wrong when I said I liked him. So I'm going to steal your vote, and I'm going to go Anchorman.
Okay, at least that's a seal of vote off the board.
Waldo's vote will not be found today.
It's the first time I've
Kevin.
ever stolen the vote, by the way. I don't steal votes normally.
I'm gonna go
I think.
super bad.
Jamie, you're my last hope.
To be perfectly honest, my vote was stolen, so it doesn't really matter. But I honestly don't know where I would have gone with that one. I think Superbad was a good movie, but it was completely overhyped. It would have gone far in the entire overrated bracket that we did a couple weeks ago. Personally. But that's me. But then again, I don't like Will Ferrell, so I would have been a lesser of two evils on this one. Tie-breaking decision comes down to Jamie. Jamie, do you want to know who is facing in the next round?
No.
Okay.
What are my choices again?
It's either Superbad or Anchorman.
That's what I was thinking.
Gangsters.
Jamie, you can either fuck me or you can't in this situation, or you can still. It just depends on what you say.
Here's the best part is I was being distracted at the same time, so I don't know who voted what before.
Q voted for Superbad.
I was gonna just go into that blind, but thanks.
I'm just letting you know, because I guarantee you after that comment, you're probably gonna want to vote against him. So
What?
as a friend, I was letting you know.
Jamie. And remember his birthday. Don't forget tomorrow's Clint's birthday.
Do not know that I give two fucks about McLovin and his goddamn crew trying to get that fucking alcohol. So I would like a little morning delight, please.
All right, you're getting your fucking butthole bleached and licked.
Hopefully at the same time.
If that
And
helps me do my
you
job
just
better
fucked me in the wrong way. Thank you.
if that helps me do my job better every day with fucking you over, if you bleach my butthole, then by golly, let's do it.
Make an appointment. Let's go. I'm bleaching that butthole.
3-2 faces another 3-2 in the next round. Josh starts us off. Is it Hangover or Bad Santa?
Hangover. Like, whoa. It was so fast. Yeah, Hangover. No question there.
Gets a vote, Kevin.
Yeah, Hangover is definitely the better movie.
Gets a second and a third, Jamie.
Hangover.
Gets another one, Q.
I'm not really kind of a drinking type of person, and the Hangover gives me a good reason why. I'm going Hangover.
I'll say you have yet to go out and party with me. I'll make you and Jess forget what happened that night. It'll be
Bring it on.
What's your drink of choice, Jamie? I got to figure out if we vibe or not.
Oh,
It's always a Patron, and then you get me my vodka Red Bull to follow.
I prefer if I'm buying a drink for a woman. Anyways, I've noticed that a lot of them really, really love the roofie colada.
Oof. Oof. Hey, I've recently really been into sex on the beach, so
for all the police out there, this is for entertainment purposes only. That none of this can be used in the court of law. Kevin starts us off and finishes out the round two. Is it Zach and Miri make a porno or Shrek?
oh fuck.
Oh. I almost stopped you at Zach and Miri, and I was going to say that one, but shit.
I get called that a lot. Is that right?
I mean, right there is kind of your answer. You just shit. So
Yeah, no, Shrek is Shrek. It was better.
Shrek your vote.
Shrek, yeah. I'm going to go Shrek. I'm fine with either one of these, by the way.
Zach and Mary, by the way, was the last opportunity for a pearl necklace in this episode. It was the
That
last
would've been
5-0
the best
vote.
movie
That was still the same thing. It really would have. Like
Yeah.
Zach and Mary as a pearl necklace winner would be great, but it didn't. So I, however, would have ruined it too. I'm going to go with Shrek off of this one. Jamie, is it Shrek or Zach and Mary make a porno?
I'm gonna keep it with Shrek. Keep it with my homie.
Roll
Gets a vote.
with the homies.
Donkey.
Q.
Yes.
As much as I love how much that bitch frosted him like a cake, I don't think that line alone is enough to take out Shrek. So I gotta give it to Shrek as well.
And Josh, finish this up.
I know I voted against Shrek in this first round. I want to make up for that by voting for Shrek in this round.
Just
Oh, bro,
Just
it'd have been so perfect if you'd have been like, so I'm not voting for this Shrek.
just to let you know, you were the only person to vote against Shrek that last round. Shrek does move on 4-1 to the next round.
Is
Faces a
that
5-0.
the first time a 5-0 in the first round went 0-5 in the second round?
I believe so, because pretty much everything else had votes except for Bad Santa
Yeah, that's crazy.
and Hot Rod, and both of those were 3-2s. So that is the end of round 2. We'll be right back right after this break. Jamie and Q, I don't think you have anything going on. Okay, so as far as bastards are concerned, we just on bracketology. We just started, or we'll be starting in a couple of hours as we record the final bracket on bracketology. Everything has been recorded. All 32 things are there. The winner will be facing Jurassic Park in the final matchup to see who is the ultimate winner of the entire bracketology page from beginning to end. And that starts tonight with the first quarter and the one play-in matchup that we do have going live tonight. Votes are for 3 days, so there's that. On the casting call lineup, there is this Thursday, as we record, there will be Any Given Sunday is being posted that our bastard here, Mike, participated in that one as with Kate and myself, as far as that one goes. And the next movie that we're doing after that for the holiday season is, of course, Home Alone. So make sure to go ahead and check those out. On the Bastards front, coming up, we have 2K Comedy 2, and of course, as I said before, we have the trilogies bracket for our 3rd anniversary. That's pretty much what we have going on here. Welcome back for round 3 for Kevin, Q, and Jamie. These next 4 matchups are the last time to steal a vote. If you don't steal a vote in these next 4 matchups, that option just kind of goes away. I start this one off. And let's start off with Rush Hour 2 versus Anchorman.
Fuck us.
Both of these movies are 3-2 last round. Split votes. I'm going to go with Rush Hour. Not a fan of Will Ferrell. There's a couple of movies of his I actually do like. That is not one of them. Rush Hour 2 gets my vote. Jamie, Rush Hour 2, Anchorman.
Wait. When did you take off the whoopee cushion?
What? What are you talking about? Huh?
It's hot in there.
It's hot, man. It was hot.
No, I'm just saying, like, when did you take it off?
Sometimes you don't want to wear rubber, Q. Just come on.
I never want to wear one, and I never have to.
Okay. Anchorman.
Anchorman gets a nod. Q, Anchorman, Rush Hour 2.
Rush Hour 2.
Josh?
See, this truly does suck because I love the Rush Hour series, but Anchorman is my favorite movie of all time, as I've said every time we've talked about it. So I got to go Anchorman. But I mean, I want Anchorman to win, but I'm okay with Rush Hour winning if that happens. So.
Which means it is a tie-breaking decision coming down to Kevin. Kevin, is it Rush Hour 2 or Anchorman?
I'm
King
sorry,
Kevin,
Josh.
give us your judgment.
I am sorry, Josh. I decree that Rush Hour 2 is the better movie.
Who am I to argue with the king?
A peasant.
Yeah, you're a peasant.
I'm excuse me, I'm the jester.
He's a pawn. This is besides the point.
I'm not really
Remember-
advising.
It's a chess joke and nobody. Jamie starts us off. Jamie, I'm going to start Jamie off with some love stories.
Oh, so some oil, massage.
And there's
Candlelight.
also, they're both sweeps. Jamie, is it 51st Dates or Shrek?
Shrek.
Gets a vote. Hugh.
Shark and 51st. Really? That easy? All right, I guess the woman says Shrek.
So was your vote.
Are you gonna hit me if I say the other one?
I should have stole his vote.
It's Shrek. It's Shrek.
Okay. Josh, is it Shrek or 51st Dates?
Well, on, give us that streak.
Shrek it is.
You're wrong.
Kevin.
Yeah, Shrek.
It sucks though because I'm a big fan of 51st Dates, but
I am too. Yeah.
And you didn't vote for it. It's a sweep, by the way. I'm going to go for Shrek. The only person to not vote for Shrek, this would have been a pearl necklace possibility, was Josh, because he had to go for Talladega Nights.
I'm all jacked up in Mountain Dew.
come at you like a spider monkey, Josh.
I threw a bunch of grapple chips war medals off the bridge.
Q starts us off. Q, 2 split votes. Is it Legally Blonde or Monsters, Inc.?
Man, all I do is split things. All right, so I got to go with. You know what? Let's go with the let's go with the corporation.
Monsters, Inc. gets a nod off of that one. Josh, Monsters, Inc. or Legally Blonde?
Monsters Inc.
Gets another one. Kevin.
I don't think I've ever stolen Jamie's vote, so I'm gonna steal it. I'm gonna go Legally Blonde.
Oh.
You're adopted. Your parents don't even love you.
Which makes it a tie. What the hell, Q? It's almost the holiday season. Do you want to not have Santa bring you shit now? Come on.
It sounds like a bad Santa.
Well, fuck me, Santa. Fuck me, Santa. Fuck me, Santa.
Add
Anyway,
that to the drop.
I know it's a tie-breaking decision coming down to me. I'm not going to use that for a drop. I'm going to use yours as a drop because that's one of the cool things about actually spending the hours it takes me to edit this fucking show. Is that I get to pick out the drops and I get to make people look bad. So, perk bitches. I have not seen Legally Blonde in a really long time. I need to rewatch it. It may be a better movie for me now that I'm older. However, I love Monsters Incorporated. It's a damn good movie. So Corporation gets my vote as well. Monsters Inc. moves on 3-2, faces another 3-2 in the next round. Last up, Jamie. By the way, what would have your vote been?
It would have been Monsters actually this time around. I was debating pretty hard So I was okay with Kevin taking my vote because I was having a hard time deciding at first. So
You were going back and forth a lot, huh?
yeah, I got a little dizzy there for a minute.
Were you split on that?
Oh,
It's
Jesus.
almost like I had Elle in my head arguing her case on why she should win. That's literally how the argument was going with me and Sully in my head. Okay, don't judge me.
I'm just glad Q got my reference on that one. Josh,
That shit was fun.
I know. Josh, is it Zombieland or The Hangover?
Oh boy. This is a hard decision, but I'm just gonna go with my first instinct and Hangover.
Gets a vote. This is the last time to steal a vote. Q is going last, so he cannot steal a vote. So the only person who can at this current time is Jamie.
Unless somebody blows their load.
Unless somebody blows their load, but I don't see that, ironically enough, coming. Kevin, is it Hangover or Zombieland?
I'm gonna go Zombieland. I really enjoy Zombieland. Yeah.
Zombieland gets a vote. Zombieland gets a second vote on this one. Even the second one was good. I don't understand that, but yeah. Jamie, is it Zombieland or Hangover?
Just because I've been meaning to steal a vote and I kept fucking forgetting, I'm gonna go ahead and just steal Q's vote because he's a bastard. And we're going Zombieland is what we're voting on today.
Ah, shit. Fair enough.
Just out of curiosity, Q, what would your vote been?
I mean, do you really think I wasn't going to vote for Zombieland?
There's a chance, small chance. So that's why I'm like, meh.
And honestly enough, I thought Double Tap was trash.
Really?
Like,
Okay.
I actually took the movie outside and double tapped it.
That's funny because while I love Will Ferrell, there was a movie he did called Casa de Mi Padre. It was fucking terrible. And as soon as I was done watching it on DVD, I took it out and smashed it against the wall. I was like, never again.
I always try to, like, on movies that I really don't like, I either try to donate them to the local library so other people can have the misfortune,
Well,
or
now look at me.
take them to like campgrounds and just throw them out the door like frisbees, so other people can find them and have another horrible experience while they're camping.
Why would you want to pass the horrible experience on to other people, especially donating it to somebody? Bro,
if you look down to the bottom of the screen here, Q, it says bastards.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh shit! I've only read the top. I never looked down before. Shit.
I had to help him fill out the job application. I'm kidding.
For somebody who's been on their show for like 150 plus episodes now, I'm kind of figured that the word bastard would be kind of dawned into your head right now. But Zombieland moves on 4-1, faces a 5-0 in the next round. Kevin starts us off. He gets to pick between one of these movies to start us off. Final four. Is it Monsters Incorporated, Shrek, Rush Hour 2, or Zombieland?
I'll pick Zombieland.
Zombieland gets the nod. Is it Zombieland or Shrek?
Zombieland. I don't want Shrek to win this. Yeah.
Oh.
Shrek has won a lot, to be perfectly honest. It's a good movie. And to be perfectly honest,
Zombieland 1 too?
I don't think Zombieland has.
No, Jurassic Park did though.
Yeah. It's gotten far. I don't think Zombieland's ever actually won one though.
Okay.
It got far on the horror comedy bracket, but Shaun of the Dead won that one. Yeah, it was like it was in the final four. So Zombieland will be getting my vote as well. Jamie, is it Zombieland or Shrek?
Like Kevin said, I don't really want Shrek to win, but I don't want either one of these to win. God damn it.
Good thing they're facing off against each other, and that way
I don't want you to win.
Be on the other side.
I don't like you.
I didn't say I didn't like you.
Yeah,
Just don't want you to win.
You don't want me to win. You don't like me, and that means you don't love me, and that means we'll never be friends again.
I'll binge you over later. It's fine.
I'll double tap Q by smacking the shit out of him for being an idiot and talking back to me. So yeah, we're gonna give it to Zombieland. I about said Trek. I about did final answer. Damn. Woo. I got scary.
Q. Is it Zombieland or Shrek?
Just because I can quote Shrek from beginning to end doesn't mean it was always my choice to watch it. Zombieland, if it's ever on, is always my choice to watch. Zombieland gets my pick.
And Josh finishes out.
Well, this is pretty weird because the first round, I was the only one to vote against Shrek. And Freddie, you voted Zombieland, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this round, I'm going to make up for that shit by being the only one to vote for Shrek.
4-1, Zombieland moves on to the next round. Shrek has a possibility of third place in this one. However, I start this one off. It's either going to be Monsters Incorporated or Rush Hour 2. Even this late in the game, I'm going to be the first one to blow my load. I'm going to blow my load on this one. Jamie starts us off. Is it Monsters Incorporated or Rush Hour 2?
I was debating on doing that too. That's dumb.
You have the ability. It's not all. You don't have to be the only one to blow your load on a single turn. In fact, we've had a couple shows, and we call them bukkake episodes, where everybody blowing their load on the same turn.
I know, we've done that, but I don't want to. What's my choice?
Do that in person too, Jeremy?
Hey, if we all blow our loads, we can ice this like a cake.
Oh my gosh. What's my choices again?
Ironically enough, it's Monsters Incorporated or Rush Hour 2.
Okay. I need to give a little more love to Monsters Inc. than what I have, so there we go.
Gets a nod. Q, is it Monsters Incorporated or Rush Hour 2?
I gotta go with Rush Hour 2. Simply just because I said there's like a cutesy funny and then there's like, a regular funny, and I'm gonna go for the regular funny over the cutesy stuff.
Gets a vote. Josh, is it Rush Hour 2 or Monsters Incorporated?
Blow my load here.
Going to be blowing his load as well, which means he's probably going to end up being tie-breaking decision just because I want to do that to him. Kevin, is it Rush Hour 2 or Monsters Incorporated?
I'll go Rush Hour 2. I don't want either one of these to win anything, so. But if I have to choose.
And you must.
Hey, sometimes the king has to make tough decisions.
So, I want Rush Hour 2 to win this entire thing. Just because I think that entire trilogy is a good trilogy. However, I'm good with Zombieland winning the entire thing as well. I kind of want to screw Josh over by going for Monsters Incorporated, which means it would be a tie-breaking decision to him after he blew his load after me. But I'm not going to do that.
You're going to punish a guy for having more stamina than you?
Yeah, I am. No, I'm not. As a guy, I can't do that. I'm going to go for Rush Hour on this one. Josh, Rush Hour 2 or Monsters Incorporated?
Well, Rush Hour's already moved on.
Yep.
But even having said that, I'm going to give this to Rush Hour as well.
Which means both contenders in third place got there by going 1-4, and both people in the finals moved there from 4-1. Third place. I started that one off, which means Jamie starts this one off. Jamie, is it Shrek or Monsters Incorporated?
Shrek.
Gets a vote. Hugh.
Yeah. Gotta go Shrek.
Josh.
As far as humor in the 2000s go, yeah, no, I agree. Shrek for sure.
Kevin.
I'll give it a Monsters Inc.
You're
I'm gonna go
monster.
I'm gonna go Monsters Incorporated as well on this one, but Shrek, which I spelled wrong, moves on into third place.
Wait, you spelled Shrek wrong?
Yeah, I reversed the E and the R on that one, so it's Shirk.
Sure, come.
Shirk.
Way
Q
to
starts
shirk
this
your
one off.
responsibilities, buddy.
Q starts the finals. Is it Rush Hour 2 or Zombieland?
You know what? Let's bust a nut.
Have decided to blow his load. The only two people allowed to blow their load now are Kevin and Jamie as well. Josh, however, cannot. Josh, is it Rush Hour 2 or Zombieland?
Because of the refractory period, right?
Yeah, you have to wait a whole nother week.
Rush Hour 2.
Gets a nod. I'm gonna keep it interesting. I'm gonna go for Zombieland. Jamie, Zombieland, Rush Hour 2.
Did
You
you skip
skipped
me?
Kevin.
Oh shit! Sorry, Kevin.
It's okay. I am blowing the royal load anyway.
Yeah,
So.
that's what I was assuming. Jamie.
Yeah, everybody else is blowing their load again. Jesus. I'm just kidding.
You have that ability,
I
which
know,
would fill,
I know.
which
But it's no
which
fun
would
when other
which would almost fill the entire board. However, Q didn't steal a vote this time. So if Q would have stolen a vote and Jamie blows her load on in the finals, that would have meant everybody would have done
did
everything that they had the ability to, but they didn't. So
we just holding back our own abilities here.
I still need Jamie to blow her load, though.
What?
I said
don't
I
want
still
to.
need Jamie to blow her load, though.
I don't want to now. I'm very salty about this.
Fun
Is
fully
that because
intended.
of all three? Is that because me and Kevin blew our loads?
Probably. I don't know. Calm down, killers.
Something about salty and blowing your load. I don't know.
I don't know. Zombieland.
As they talk about a round of applause.
Ooh. Do I get a standing O?
No.
You can have one
Yeah,
laying down.
I mean,
Yeah, that's saying get one laying down. I mean, standing no is possible. It's just
Standing
not very
is definitely
probable.
possible.
yeah.
It's just not very probable. Q blew his load first. Is it Rush Hour 2 or Zombieland?
I think I had a bigger load than Kevin, so I think I should go last.
Yeah, I disagree.
Debatable.
Every time I come,
Yeah.
I feel fourth, bro.
The little pool in your belly button.
That's not a little pool, bro. That's like the fucking Mariana Trench.
But it's like because your boyfriend couldn't flip you over the other side.
Boom. Vote, buddy. Vote.
So,
Do it. Do it.
if you would have voted, you wouldn't have been getting this. All right, come on.
Fuck you.
You've tried.
Oh,
Let's not go there.
Right.
Into it.
Zombieland gets my vote.
Which means Zombieland gets to win off of this one. Kevin finishes out. Is it Zombieland or Rush Hour 2?
Zombieland.
4-1 gets the winner. That is our show this week there, guys. You can find Jamie at...
Fuck around and find out. Nah, just kidding. You can find me now. I mean, if you hit up my Facebook, spell my name as you see on the screen, you'll end up finding all my socials. I'm not on Twitter as much as I used to be, but Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat's under Slipknot Chica or Slipknot Chica 17. And you shall, yes, if you fucketh around, you shall find the fuck out. So I'm just saying, you'll find me there on the corner of there. But yeah, maybe in Eddyville with Q.
We fuck around. We fuck around and find out a lot there.
Out by the flagpole. You can find Q at.
Of course, you can find your boy Q on Facebook under Quentin Vandistreet. You can also find me on Instagram under Master Bastard Q because, well, I'm the master of these bastards.
You can find Josh at.
You can find me personally at NerdDad765 on everything. You can also listen to my podcast on everything but iTunes because iTunes hates me. That is the We Love Wrestling podcast, WWE Love Wrestling. So we release about every 2 weeks. So we'd love to have you listen.
And you can find King Kevin at.
You can find me in the official Mod Squad Network community on Facebook and the official Back to the Retro Review community in Facebook, or on Instagram at Back to the Retro Review, one word.
And I'm your host, Freddie Fisher. You can find me at that on Facebook. While you're on Facebook, check out Bracketology while it's still there, and Bracket Bastards. On Bracketology, we have the single, just that one bracket going now, and it's quarters. We're doing a quarter at a time, so it's just how it's going to go. And that is the final bracket of the entire page. If somebody wants to take over this page, let me know, and we'll figure something out. On Twitter, I'm at Fisher777. We're all at Bracket Bastards. And of course, on Instagram, you can find me as always as Can't Lick Me. Not one word. Next week, we will be finishing up this particular bracket. Zombieland will be facing whoever wins that one to find out who wins the 2K comedy bracket. After that, we were celebrating, and hopefully I will have every single bastard that we have here. And we, as I said, we are looking for a new bastard to take over the Most Beautiful Bastards role with Jess. And we will be announcing who that bastard is on that show, so keep tuned. I tried to end every single show with a quote regarding that particular topic. Today's topic is, of course, 2K comedy or comedy in general. It says, a tragedy is a tragedy, and at the bottom of all a tragedy is a tragedy, and at the bottom of all tragedies are stupid. Give me a choice between I'll take A Midsummer's Night's Dream over Hamlet every time. Any fool with a steady hands and a working set of lungs can build up a house of cards and then blow it down, but it takes a genius to make people laugh. That is by the great horror writer, thriller writer, Stephen King.
That is a long fucking quote, bro.
It is a long fucking quote, and
Jesus.
I tried. I try to find shorter ones because I get winded, but that is our show this week. Enjoy it. Enjoy this. Enjoy us as we enjoy you. Have a good week, guys.
Bastards out.